Well, I don't know what happened to the image, but oh well. Welcome back to another Hunger Games, this time with Slendytubbies! Yeah!
Not sure why I've not thought of this one before until, well, when I was setting up the whole thing for the weeks that comes ahead. But anyway, Slendytubbies that we got Dinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, Scissors Poe, that's right, there's more, Guardian, Ron, Tinky Tank, like Dipsy, Poe, Spider Poe, Nunu, the announcer, Cave Tubby, Yeti Tubby, Arrow Tubby, Ghost Girl, Crawler, Newborn, the Imposter, Unit 437, Kyle, the Brute Tubbies, the twins, Scythe Tubby, and Shadow Tubby. Now let's begin our Slendytubbies Hunger Games. Begin round 1. The Bloodbath Newborn runs away from the cornucopias. Unit 400, I'm just gonna call you that, takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Poe, Kyle, or editor me here. That one is Clive, the other is Clive, the other brute. And the Guardian get in the fight. Poe trying to kill. Yeah, I can see it. Brute Tubby with an A is gone, as the Brute Tubby with an E kills Arrow Tubby as it tries to run. I mean, you got it. Dipsy runs away. Spider Poe grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Cave Tubby grabs a fishing gear as Scythe Tubby runs away. Yeti Tubby runs away. Lala snatches a pair of sides as Ghost Girl and Nuno fight for a bag. Ghost Girl gives up and retreats. Ron scares like Dipsy away. That should be the opposite. Spider Poe runs away. Crawler, Tinky Winky work together to drown the imposter. Yeah, it is a robot. Shadow Tubby runs away as Tinky Tank finds a canteen full of water. The announcer runs away. So much murder happened already. Cave Tubby questions his sanity as Crawler. Okay, they hunt for tribute. So Scythe Tubby decapitates Scissors Poe with the sword. Okay. Spider Poe overhears Shadow Tubby and Like Dipsy talking in distance as Dipsy thinks about home. Ghost Girl defeats Tinky Winky in a fight but spares his life as Tinky Tank begs for Nunu to kill him. He refuses, grieving his great courageous behind. I don't know what the Brute Tubby's gonna do. Okay, they hunt for food. Newborn camouflages himself in bushes. That's gotta be disgusting. 5 cannon shots can be heard. Kyle, I hope I'm probably not even saying his name right. Guardian, Arrow Tubby, Imposter, and Scissors Poe. All of these guys sleep in shifts as Lala sets up camp for the night. Tinky Winky tries to sing himself asleep. Sing enough. Ron tends to Crawler's wounds as Poe and the announcer sleep in shifts. Dipsy tends to his wounds as Tinky Tank receives medical supplies. Nunu thinks about home as Unit 400 defeats Spider Poe. Wow. Scythe Tubby and Clava sleep in shifts as Cave Tubby tries to sing himself to sleep as well. Like Dipsy stays awake all night. Why? All of these guys, especially the 2 big boys, raid a newborn's camp as they were hunting. Cave Tubby scares Spider Poe off. Chainsaw Dipsy collects fruit from a tree as Yeti Tubby and Poe hunt for tribute. Shadow Tubby explores arena. Scythe Tubby questions his sanity. Ron dies from an infection. No! Dinky fishes. Ghost Girl dies from kissing. What? You're a ghost! Kybal, or Clava, and Like Dipsy split up resources. Lala steals from Nunu. Rest in peace, Ron and Ghost Girl. Nunu forces Dipsy to kill Unit 400 or Scythe Tubby. He decides to kill Scythe Tubby. What? Out of all characters, a newborn forces Dipsy with a chainsaw to kill one of these 2. And Dipsy, pick a challenging foe. Crawler tends to his wounds. You keep getting yourself hurt. What's happening? Cave Tubby sets up camp as Tinky Winky stays awake all night. Poe destroys Yeti Tubby's supplies. Spider Poe and Shadow Tubby sleep in shifts. The announcer receives clean water. Lala, like Dipsy and Kyle sleep in shifts. Dinky Tank loses sight of where he is, and Nunu cooks their food before putting out the fire. Tinky Winky discovers the cave as Lala sees smoke rising in the distance, which decides not to investigate. Unit 400 travels to higher ground as the announcer collects fruit from a tree. Like Dipsy enters himself as Cave Tubby goes hunting. Yeti Tubby, Shadow Tubby, and Dipsy get in a fight. Yeti Tubby kills them both. The newborn searches for firewood. How you gonna pick it up, huh? The Crawler discovers the river as Poe receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Nunu and Tinky Tink work together for today as Spider-Poe travel for higher ground. Kyle discovers the cave. We'll rip these free. Poe questions her sanity as Cave Tubby stabs Unit 400 with a range. You have a whole claw! Kyle starts a fire as Tinky Winky. Okay, they discuss the games. Tinky Tink questions his sanity. Newborn destroys Yeti Tubby supplies. He's angry. Oh, little mastermind is angry for Yeti Tubby killing the Dipsy. Like Dipsy begs for Crawler to kill him. He refuses. Alright. The announcer defeats Lala in the fight but spares her life. The two Poes, Tinky Winky and Newborn, raid Tinky Tink's camp. You're raiding yourself, bud. Yeti Tubby clicks flowers as Crawler receives water. Lana tries to sleep for the entire day, like dips. Okay, 800 trees. This is all we have. So, 14 characters on it. Rest in peace, Unit 437. Poe tends her wounds as Spider-Poe receives medical supplies. Nunu is unable to start a fire. Tinky Winky looks at the night sky as the announcer receives a hatchet. Kyle receives clean water as Yeti Tubby and Lala tell stories about each other. Cave Tubby stays awake all night. Wait, do you just fight each other? Yeah. Newborn! This is Crawler just stuck with them. Ah, what? Jinky Tank and Blake Dipsy hold hands, sir. Poe receives fresh food from unknown sponsors. Cave Tubby discovers a cave, his own home. Yeti Tubby dies from a hypothermia. You're Yeti! Yeah, he died from the cold! Yeah, he died from the cold! You're Yeti Tub! Dinky Tank stabs Kyle with the tree branch. Alright. Spider-Poe sees smoke rising in the distance besides not to investigate as Lala hunt for tributes. Nunu and Newborn hunt for tributes, the two masterminds. Lake Dipsy attacks an announcer but manages to... Yeah, that's a big robot you're attacking. Tinky Winky diverts Crawler's attention and runs. Rip these guys. Lala begs for Nunu to kill her. They refuse, keeping Lala alive as Tinky Tank and Crawler huddle for warmth. The announcer convinces Spider-Poe to snuggle with them. You're a robot! You should not have feelings. Cave Tubby sees smoke rising, or sees fire and stays hidden. Tinky Winky sets up camp. Newborn convinces Poe to stop. What is happening? Sure, all the Poes are down with it. Like Dipsy thinks about winning. Spider-Poe tries to spear a fish as Tinky Tink discovers a river. The announcer is unable to convince Nunu to not kill him, so Nunu killed the monster. Oh no. What is up with this Newborn? The Crawler camouflaging himself to the bushes as Cave Tubby goes hunting. Lala attacks Lake Dipsy and manages to... You are good at running away. Well, you attacked the announcer, but you failed, I think. So I guess he'd learn how to escape. Oh, fishes. A lot of people are not dying as much. And what night is this now? Night 6. These guys sleep in shifts, Never mind, they sleep in shifts as well. Tinky Tink questions insanity. Cave Tubby receives explosions. Oh, the Poe tends to her own wounds. Or Poe tends to her kind wounds. That's nice. The Newborn explores the arena as Poe discovers a cave. Cave Tubby thinks about home, his cave again. Spider-Poe plucks flowers as Lake Dipsy explores the arena. Tinky Tink collects fruit from a tree. The Crawler receives medical supplies. Nunu kills Lala for her supplies. No! Tinky Winky explores the arena. Alright, so we got 9 characters left. How are you still around? No! Alright, the 3 important characters or villains of the story talk about what happened in the morning. Lake Dipsy goes to sleep. Newborn begs for Tinky Tink to kill him, but he refused. Oh, sorry, them. My bad. All you need to know is Newborn is alive, as Spider-Poe is unable to start a fire. Crawler Tubby destroys Cave Tubby's supplies while he was asleep. The feast. Poe stabs Tinky Winky while his back was turned. No, Tinky! Tinky Tink trap kills Crawler. Newborn sobs grabbing the photo of friends and family. No, the newborn kind. Nunu destroys Spider-Poe's memoirs out of spite. Why? My god, everyone is going crazy as Cave Tubby decides you should. That's a good move to do. Everyone is killing each other. Lake Dipsy stuffs a bundle of dry clothing in a backpack before sprinting away. Why? You belong in the lake. You do not need clothes. Now, Nunu begs for Cave Tubby to kill him, but he refuses. As Spider Poe runs away from Lake Dipsy. Poe, a sexist explosion off killing Tink Tank and Newborn. No! I was actually rooting for Newborn. So this is our 5 we have. Nunu, Cave Tubby, Spider Poe, Lake Dipsy, and Poe. 4 chaos shots can be heard. Tinky Winky, Crawler Tubby, Tinky Tank, and Newborn. Spider Poe kills the Cave Tubby for his supplies as Lake Dipsy thinks about home. And Poe lets Nunu into a shed, so rip Cave Tubby. Oh no, Nunu receives explosions as Poe collects fruit from a tree. Spider Poe camouflaging herself in the bushes as Lake Dipsy constructs a shack. This is our 4. Rest in peace, Cave Tubby, you'll be missed. These 2 hollow for warmth as Poe tends to her wounds and he dies from hunger. He didn't get to eat in time, so all we have is the 2 Poes and Nunu. Well, let's see what's gonna happen now. Spider Poe unknowingly eats toxic berries. No! No way! Well, that's it, folks. Poe from District 5. This Poe, statistically, is the winner of round 1. I guess I'll say now is Poe was actually a recommended character, but since they win, they're not gonna show up, sadly. But I could get a different Poe. My god, 6 kills! 6 kills!
Well, let's begin with round 2. Round 2 of the bloodbath. Poe and Unit 400 fight for a bag. Poe gives up as Lake Dipsy runs away. Kaival runs away. Shadow Tubby runs away. Guardian runs away. Yeti Tubby runs away. Newborn runs away. Tinky Winky grabs a sword. Dipsy runs. Arrow Tubby snatches a pair of sais. Ron runs. Tinky Tank runs. Imposter takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Nunu grabs a shield, leaning in the cornucopia. The Crawler runs. Scissors Poe receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Spider Poe runs as Scythe Tubby grabs a sword. Finally, I didn't say shovel, I'm big brain. The announcer runs. Ghost Girl grabs a backpack and retreats. Lala kills Cave Tubby as he tries to run. What? Pavel grabs a backpack and retreats as well. Spider Poe explores as, they hunt for tributes. As Ghost Girl makes a slingshot. Spider Poe constructs a shack. Lake Dipsy receives clean water. Kaival tries to sleep for an entire day. Ron makes a slingshot. Nunu attacks Shadow Tubby but manages to escape. Scythe Tubby stalks Tinky Winky. Oh lord. Oh, Yeti Tubby, Crawler, and Guardian unsuccessfully ambushes Poe, Imposter, and Lala, who kills them instead. Dang. So Lala has 4 kills right now. Oh lord. Thank you, Kyle. Work together today. 4 chaos shots can be hurt. Cave Tubby, Yeti Tubby, Crawler, and Guardian. Scythe Tubby thinks about home. Nunu tends to his wounds. Lake Dipsy sets up camp for the night. Oh, look at that. That's all the Poes. All the Poes and Kyle sleep shit. They just added him to the team, alright. The Newborn starts fire as the Imposter receives clean water. The announcer tries to treat their infection as Tinky Tank tries to also treat an infection. Excuse me. Shadow Tubby climbs a tree to rest as Unit 400 questions their sanity. Dipsy climbs a tree to rest. Oh lord. Okay, they sleep in shifts. Lala starts a fire. Dipsy practices archery as Tinky Tank tries to sleep for the entire day. Lala. Okay, they sleep. They hunt for tributes. Unit 400 stabs Spider Poe in the back with a trident. Poe makes a slingshot. Arrow Tubby attacks Nunu but manages to escape. Ghost Girl tries to sleep for the entire day. The Imposter scares Scissors Poe off as Shadow Tubby and Ron hunt for tributes. Kyle tries to spear fish with a trident. Newborn begs for Lake Dipsy to kill them. He refuses, keeping Newborn alive. You just want to be murdered. The announcer hunts for tributes. Rest in peace, Spider Poe. Kaival and Tinky Tank tell stories about themselves as Newborn tends to their wounds. Lake Dipsy sets an explosion off, killing Spider Poe and the announcer. There goes the Poes. Well, actually, except for Poe, normal Poe. The Imposter and Kyle hold hands. Poe and Ron huddle for warmth as Nunu lets Dipsy into their shelter. Unit 400 receives fresh food. Ghost Girl starts a fire. Scythe Tubby and Shadow Tubby talks about the tribute still alive. Lala attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Tinky Winky and Arrow Tubby run to each other and decides truce for the night. Kyle collects flowers as Nunu tends to Newborn's wounds. Kyle with an A stalks Arrow Tubby. Unit 400 stalks Dipsy. Tinky Tank hunts for tributes. They also hunt for tributes. Ron searches for water sources. Lala and Foster work together for the day. Noah's dying. Alright. Okay, well, except for these two, but this is slow. Lala receives clean water as Tinky Tank passes out from exhaustion. The imposter is unable to start a fire and sleep without warmth as these guys sleep in shifts. Ron receives a hatchet. Unit 400 sets the explosion off, killing Kyle. That's why. Newborn receives clean water as Ghost Girl climbs a tree to rest. Kyle of the E tracks down and kills Arrowtubby as Shadowtubby and Tinky Winky tracks down to kill Nunu. Their own creator. I mean, I'm not sure about Shadowtubby, but yeah. Lake Dipsy receives medical supplies. These guys hunt for tributes as Dipsy explores arena. Newborn chases Shadowtubby. What? Kyle. Okay, they hunt for tributes. Lake Dipsy tries to sleep for the entire day as Ghost Girl fishes. Unit 400 receives explosions from an unknown sponsor. Still, barely any people are dying. What? 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 Newborn tribally kills Lake Dipsy and Kyle. What? As Shadowtubby receives explosions. What? How? Dipsy and Lala talking about Truvy's still alive. The imposter screams for help. Poe thinks about winning again. I swear if you win again. It's possible, wow. Ghost Girl tries to sing herself to sleep as Slendytubby defeats Tinky Tank in a fight but spares his life. Unit 400 and Tinky Winky run each other into size truce. Ron receives explosions. Oh, that's a new death. Ghost Girl strangles Shadowtubby with a rope. I have not seen that. Well, I mean, I think I've seen it before. It's just rare, I guess. Tinky Winky questions their sanity as Lala receives medical supplies. Unit 400 makes a slingshot as Slendytubby camouflages himself in the bushes. Oh lord. Okay, they hunt for tributes as Dipsy tries to sleep for the entire day. Another 3 deaths. Newborn. These two hunt for warmth as Unit 400 and Ron talk about the tributes still alive. Kyle thinks about home. Lala receives a hatchet. Slendytubby cooks his food before putting it on his fire. Tinky Tank stabs Newborn in the back with the trident. No! Newborn! Dipsy and Tinky Winky talk about the tributes still alive as well. Unit 400 camouflages themselves in the bushes as Ron hunts for tributes. Tinky Tank strangles... Okay, now the rope thing is common. Slendytubby they hunt for tributes. Poe tends to Lala Louise. Alright. Finally, a arena event. The arena's border begins to rapidly contract. So I guess it's shrinking maybe? I don't know. Ron survives. Poe pushes Slendytubby into the border while he is not paying attention. Oh no. Tinky Tank. Thinking they could escape. Tinky Tank and Tinky Winky attempt to run through the border together. Why? There goes the 2 Tinky Winkies as Ghost Girl trips on a tree root and unable to recover fast enough. Lala survives. Dipsy is electrocuted by the border. Oh. Unit 400 is also electrocuted. Wait, how many are alive? Ron, Poe, and wait. When did it get down to the final 3? So all we have is Poe, again, Lala, and Ron, which was also in the Color Wheel 1 and almost won last time. When did it come down to this? 8 bloody cannon shots. Newborn, the imposter, Slendytubby, Tinky Winky, Tinky Tank and Tinky Winky, Ghost Girl, Dipsy, and Unit 400. Ron has no kills as Poe got 4 kills as also 4 kills. Oh god. Poe is awoken by nightmares. Lala stays awake all night as Ron receives fresh food. Alright, cool. The feast. Ron decides not to go. Poe decides not to go. Lala. No, Lala! No! It's just these two again! It's just these two! No! No, Lala, you did so good! No! Ron! Don't let Poe win! I swear if Poe wins again, I'm gonna lose it! No! 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 No, Ron! What? What? No! No! Oh my god. The winner again is Poe from District 5. She won twice. I recommend the character for the random series won twice. That's... what? Well, this may be the first time ever that a character won twice in a row. It is possible that people can win twice
I have seen it before, I've done it before. In a old Hunger Games but random character, yes, there was an old Hunger Games but random characters. The Egg Game was there, and he won twice in a row. And then I did another random Hunger Games thing that me and my friends watched or did, and then Fluttershy, the Shed version, won twice again. Like 3 times in a row, they won 3 times, if you include the random series part 2. But man, I didn't think it would happen now. Well, that's it for me. See you next time.
Bye-bye!